Start early. We're going to start early for the sake of starting early so I can see what's going on the screen. We got my juice. We got my juice. Okay. Oh, goodness. Guess I'm gonna get started. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Do you want me to turn on the timer for you guys while you work? Oh, we can see very well on the screen. Let's see. Let's operate the brightness. Good enough. But yeah, let me know if you want me to use a timer. I put the timer on the screen this time, so I think the audio will work if you want your 30-minute sprint times. I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to, well, no, I'm not going to have to do anything. Oh, okay. Well, good. I'm going to draw then. I've basically been coloring in, each one of the drawings I've already done. And then just going back and forth between them until I get to a point where I like how it's looking. But this one I've gone in and I started putting in the details. So I do like that. Could totally save myself time by doing this differently, but we're gonna. Oh, did I delete too much? Hey, Jerry. We are working on this right now. My goal is to completely finish this one today. That is my goal. I don't know how we're gonna get there, but we're gonna get there. I got my fan on. I got my juice. iPad is at 100%. And we're just gonna go till we can't go anymore. Okay. Originally, I wanted okay, let's zoom in. Originally, I wanted the glass of the candle to be green, but now that I made it green, I don't like it. So we're actually going to make it blue and then fade it out. There we go. And then I almost wanted to make it like, I think I'm doing too many broken things. I think that's the best way to put it. I think it's okay for the lanterns to be fully like, to be unbroken essentially because they're floating. So I think that's okay. Um, We are second guessing ourselves, and that's okay. I'm actually going to start the timer so that it can prompt me to like shift and stretch. So that is a goal. We can't be too stiff. My knees locked up on me last time. So also, if this is your first time watching, I am working on a commission that has a very tight deadline. And I decided that instead of just going ghost, I will draw on live until I finish this particular project. And then this is probably how I'm going to treat all of the rest of my projects, because the next project we're probably going to go live working on is the calendar. So if you want to have input to those kind of things, stay tuned. For this particular thing, because it is a, what is it called? Because it is a, words, Brittany. Because it's a commission, while you're allowed to add, kind input in, I'm not going to tell you you can't. The input of the person that matters is the person paying for it. So I've already gotten the designs that I'm coloring have already been approved by my clients. So I've been given free reign to essentially color how I want, with some specific colors to use in mind. So that's what I'm doing. Luckily, this is shading of the candle and stuff is on the easy side for me. Inanimate objects like candles and things are easy. Also, how's everybody's Thursday? Hey, Tati. Welcome. Oh, yeah, I like that candle. So instead of doing this whole drawing situation all over again, I'm just going to copy the layer. We're going to copy the layer and we're just going to paste it, flip it horizontally, and bring it over here. Because working smarter, not harder, is the game. And I put both of those layers together because, I'm basically operating them together. So now I need to find the layer that has the candles. So this layer has one candle. I have the two layers. What is it called? I have the two layers separate until I finish working on them, and then I'll combine some of my layers. Do I like that? I feel like that's too light. So I think we're going to add a little bit more red to it. Ew. That looks sick. A little bit more though. Yes. I've also decided that I was going to have it like oozing out the bottom, but I decided not to break the lantern. So it's fully encapsulated inside of it. I actually want to erase this and we'll work on a flame in a second. Actually, no, let's see what it looks like. The flame has potential. I don't know. We'll see. But let's go ahead and do this candle. Oh, snap. I just proceeded to erase instead of color. Okay. Floating lanterns. How do I feel about your flame? I don't know how I feel about your flame. So I'm just going to delete this entire layer. Yeah, I'm going to delete this whole layer. And that's the candle layer. And I don't know what to do for this flame. Also, I'm drinking Crystal Light. Okay, so if I want to so when I don't know how to draw something or I cannot get it to visually look how I want it to, sometimes I use brushes, Procreate brushes that excuse me, that people have created to like make life easier. Like I have a snow one, I have neon, but Procreate also has a fire one. And I'm not really good with this fire one, but we're going to try it out. I just want to see what it looks like. And we can do like we'll do green flames. I feel like it looks just like it looks just like as if I were to use the neon, just with a more free brush, essentially. What is this? Oop, nope. Okay, hear me out, because I think I can do this. Hmm. I just realized. Please drink some for me too, Troy. Thank you so much. Shout out to one of the very few Virgos in my life that I love. Yeah, that's it. I keep forgetting my layers. This is going to cause so many problems later. I should be naming them. It's gotten too complicated at this point. I want. Yeah, it just comes out white. Ugh. If I make it darker, will that help the situation? Oh, okay. Okay, so I don't know what color to make the glass at all. I don't know. We're going to figure this out though, because I'm not a punk and this should not be that freaking difficult. I wonder if there's a glass one that can give me like a textured look. We're going to experiment with some of these pens I've never used. Does this help with my whole I want to finish thing? No. That didn't do much. Nope. And nope. Okay. When you cannot think of something to do, your best bet is to move on to something you can do. And that would be the immense shading of the stone. Wow, I just realized I had a whole tail thing on here. My bad. We're just going to do some very broad coloring situations. I think that's probably the easiest. And then I can go through and figure out how I like it after. And that, ladies and gentlemen, oh my gosh, Noria. I just noticed Noria is online, and I know Tati and Jerry are listening to this, so I know they about to tell you to go to bed. And yeah, I said it so I could basically be snitching, cause ooh, you up and awake at this hour? There's Tati. I'm only laughing because Noria just never sleeps. I just don't understand how she functions as a human being. She just be awake, just off vibes. I've chosen some very interesting. I don't know if I like that as the shade color. Let's just go directly underneath. I think it was too purple and not enough gray. Excuse me. So, for the people that are listening, here's a question. You guys saw the announcement that I did for our Spooky Couture, and I'm sure you've noticed that they look a little different than they normally look. I am currently searching for a new look for the shop characters. Originally, I thought I would like the chibi style, but after getting the chibi style done, I'm sorry, I just looked at the chat. um, I just saw go on to your bed. Ah, hilarious. The background does not matter for shading um for these pictures because they're not going to be on this background. It's just I'm trying to just treat it as if the light touched it rather than just trying to create my own shade colors, which I could have technically done. If I had started it like that on the other two pictures, I would have kept that up. But because I'm trying to keep the shading look a little more believable, yeah. Aw. You know, Texas could use some of that storm. It hasn't rained here in months. Or rather, if it has rained, it's only rained for like a minute or two and then gone back to its regularly scheduled programming. Ooh, also, I ordered Hobonichi for the first time this year. Um, I've decided to use the day free planner for my job and leave my bullet journal at home. It just attracts too much attention in the office space. And the fact that I almost had to judo slap somebody for just like picking it up and calling it a cute little diary was really weird. Like I don't understand why people automatically assume that bright colors automatically means like childish or something of that nature, but I find that very annoying and super rude. But I also hate when people call myself childish, so that's also a factor. In the areas where there is cracking. Mm-hmm. 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 I don't like that the brick is so perfect, so we might add a little shading to make it look uneven. I made the bricks too perfect, but I also don't feel like going back and redrawing the bricks. So when in doubt, shade it out. Yeah, I think that could work. Let's shade. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. One of these days, I'm going to invest in an actual drawing tablet that I can draw, that I can connect to my computer and just draw for hours and not have to worry about the battery dying or the Apple Pencil dying or anything like that. That would be the dream. It's not looking terrible. It's just not looking great. It needs some darkness, some dimension added to it. Also, at some point, Tati, you have to give me the backstory of your Palia character. Um, I don't have a backstory for my character yet, but I think I want to name my character Sage. Shocking, I know, since I name all of my characters Sora. But I want to name her Sage. I don't know why. It's similar to how, like, with Fae Farm, I'm probably gonna name her something like Lavender. But I'm also not allowed to play any of the two games that I mentioned until I finish a couple drawings. And then I wish I could draw faster. You know what I just realized? I just realized that I can see how the brick is supposed to look because there's actually a brick pen. So materials, I swear I know there's one somewhere. Industrial. Nope, it's just caged. That's really weird. I don't think it's working. Let's see. No, it was doing something. Maybe it needs to be smaller. Oh, it's giving it like a dirty look. It's on a different layer, so. Oh, it's too perfect. I do like the idea of it. It's just too perfect. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is giving me the randomness that I wanted. Just trying to keep this as loose as possible. Give me the texture without giving me blatant lines. Yay! That doesn't look bad at all. So this is the one that we're currently working on. And then this is what it looked like beforehand. I feel like we're making good progress. I think that I probably should stop. I should probably stop trying to make everything so perfect. Now that is definitely a factor I need to consider. But we're definitely adding this in because I think it really helps with the look, with the finished look. But just trust the process. Right now it looks very perfect, but trust the process. And I promise it'll look good. Because right now I haven't even added the shading or the light parts. And I think it looks pretty stinking good. Yeah. That's nice. I'm going to have to start naming my layers. I've got too many layers going on, so this cage layer, good enough. Stone shadow. And then right above stone shadow, we're going to do the stone highlight. And then whatever I choose to combine later, this will make my life a lot easier since I'm starting to name them. So that was the original color of the situation. I want to put a little purple in it, not a lot. Too big. Oh, kind of switch back to paint. So essentially, And then that's where some of the light is going to hit back there. I definitely forgot to do the lantern. So we're going to have to go back to the shade one and do that. Yeah, because it definitely needs some shading. Awesome. Did that scare you? Was that loud for you? Or was that muted because it's on share screen? If I made anybody jump, I'm sorry. I am going to keep drawing, but I did start the timer. So your 10-minute short rest is good. If you're on the stream and you're working on something, what are you working on? Okay, thank you. It makes me jump out of my skin every time it goes off. You know, it's funny, when I took on this commission, I was really freaking out because I'm like, I don't really know what to do. I don't really know if I'm good enough to keep going. Maybe this is the end of Melanin Eclectic as I know it. And what's funny is that particular thought hasn't changed, but the thoughts around that sentence have changed. Because I do think in order for the business to survive, we're going to have to change tactics a lot. And we're just going to have to hope and pray that it works. Okay. I must say so myself. That looks great. So I'm going to keep that, and we're going to try to replicate or something. Not even fully replicate, but the goal is to kind of get this kind of vibe for the whole picture. So yeah, I like it. We're going to keep going. So we're going to go back to the stone shadow because we actually have to, do this part too. Even though it's going to have its own glow situation going on, if I can pull it off correctly, I still like to do this part. And then this part technically comes out over it, so there should be a little bit of a shadow underneath that. I think at some point, one of the next things that I want to improve for one of the next planner designs is I want to work on shadowing and just creating light essentially in pictures. That's something I've always wanted to know how to do. Even when I was strictly just a painter, I could not achieve that look. Like that was a struggle bus for me. So now that I'm basically 95% digital, I wonder how that translates. Hmm. Mm-hmm. 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 Stone highlights. I feel like on camera, it looks like I'm not blending very well. But when I look at it on my iPad, it looks really good. So it's really interesting to see like which light is being picked up and which light isn't. That's interesting. Hmm. I'll work on the glass separately. We're working on this. So let's go to Stone Shadow and we'll just do all the shadows of the whole thing. And then we'll come through and do the highlights. Oh, I can't erase. That's a different layer. I will worry about that later then. I want this to be even because I needed it to look like it's been indented. So oh my goodness. I am going to answer this FaceTime, so I'm going to mute myself, but I'm going to still draw. So hold on. Okay. I am back. My sister says hi. Okay. Okay. Before I start that next timer, I'm just going to stretch a little bit. Because only issue when you're trying to draw for like a lot of things, trying to get products ready, massive carpal tunnel issue. Massive. So I don't know if you can hear everything popping, but it's popping. Okay. Let's do it. Just keep going. Just keep going. When my iPad needs a break, we can fill some orders. Excuse me. Okay, let's start the shading. The shading. Hmm. Ooh, here's another question for anybody that's listening. If I offer like a digital version of my reading planner, where it's just you keeping track of the books that you read and like having like a digital bookshelf where you could put like the pictures of the books that you read, um, is that something you're interested in? Because that's something I'm interested in providing. I just need to. I mean, I don't know how to put this. This is gonna sound wrong. I'm gonna do it regardless, just because I want to see, if it's gonna work. Because I'm also gonna be reopening my Etsy page so that all the digital products will be sold on Etsy, so I don't have to worry about doing all the extra work that comes with digital products. And ooh, that border looks really good. Sis, like, you do things. You do things really well. You have to start giving yourself more credit. Cool. On to the next set of shading. It's like I thought about getting a Twitch account just to do these kinds of streams, and then I figured, nah, YouTube works just fine. I can't play the music I want to play anyway. So why does it matter? Can anyone hear me? I've got no comments. So, oh, okay. What's weird is that I just got all the comments that Jerry is writing, but I had to look on YouTube. It's not showing up in StreamYard. Weird. Sorry, people are sending pictures of food that they're eating, and I'm high-key hungry. I know you live on Twitch. My only thing is like, it's just so easy to just it's so easy to just go live on my YouTube channel. And I'm not monetized anywhere. So it doesn't really like monetization is not the goal here. The goal is for me to show you guys my process. So maybe this would incentivize you to want to contribute, i.e., giving me ideas or even buying things that you liked that you saw me make. That is the kind of vibe I'm going for. This is taking so long, but I'm trusting the process. If we finish this one today, I'm going to be so stinking excited. And then I'll probably work a little bit on one of the other two that we were working on the other day, and that's it. So we're going to take the cage layer and we're going to blend out the cage layer now. Because I think it's giving broke down, busted, and disgusted. It's like, I don't even know how to describe this. The goal was like haunted chaos. So in the midst of this, I hope that's what we're achieving. I hope that's what's going to be portrayed here. But this is technically a pin for a cage, like a cage look. So I need to get rid of all of the cagey looking parts. And now I feel like it's just looking like indented stone, which is working. Because it doesn't need to, it's like, if it's supposed to be spooky and something that's kind of been there for a while, it shouldn't look all clean and put together. It should look a little beat up. And I'm just doing a very wide blur, but I'm barely using my fingers. I'm just holding it lightly and just lightly tapping it. So most of the lines are gone. I do want some of the lines to stay because I think it just adds to the look. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Sometimes when I do this, I'll be real shocked. I'll be like, oh my gosh, your stuff looks good, sis. Sometimes you are an artist. All right. Because this is definitely going into Photoshop to put the whole thing together. And I don't really want to do no Photoshop editing in that regard. I just want to be able to put the thing together and call it a day. Man, she looking good. Hello, Mr. Skellington. So I think I'm just about over being. We'll clean up lines at the end. Okay. So now we just need to add a little bit of highlight, I think, to the stone. So we'll go to the stone highlight layer, the light purple. I'm liking the purple gray situation. So do you want to play on the places where there was some light left? Ooh, child, that look good. On my mama. Yeah, that looks good. So up against the black, you can really see where I did that. Okay. That looks really good. So now we need to work on the glowing situation. Man, okay. So now we need to work on the glowing situation. I know that I want green in this. Oh, wait. I want to add some very unnecessary details to this. So I'm just going to go with an almost teal looking grass. And we're going to add a couple things of long grass to the bottom of this situation. I forgot which one I wanted to use though. Definitely not that one. I forgot where I downloaded these grass ones, but I think you'd probably be able to find them. They're not looking as good as I imagined them to look. They're also backwards. Wow. Maybe I'll just add them to the final part of the thing that I'm working on. Okay. What color should the skull be? I just don't know. Let's see. This is the mood. I made mood boards for this so that I can kind of pull from it. Maybe we should do like a jack-o'-lantern type thing for the skull. Maybe that could work. I do not know. We're going to have to explore a little bit with this one because I'm actually drawing a blank on how I want the skull. And oop. There, so I can still kind of look at it. I know I need the gold teeth. We're doing gold teeth. That's definitely happening. But I just don't know what to do about the skull. What is this layer? Nothing. Okay, so I'm going to make this layer skull layer. And I kind of want to do a green just because that's like, it's not necessarily something that is traditional. So maybe I can do like a green, it'll be a green jack-o'-lantern type feel. I know that sounds weird, but like the rest of this drawing, trust me, it's going to look good. And just like that, I realized that I don't know where my actual skull layer is. Hold on. I can't see. So this one needs to be skull outline. And we're going to reference this and just voila. And then oh, well, no, because it's not really like a whole thing. It's more of a Jesus, that is not what I'm trying to do. I want to sketch this on a sketch layer just to make sure that I'm not going to mess this up. But since we're doing like a jack-o'-lantern look now, and then forgot what else it was. Forgot what else glows. I think we're just going to do the eyes and the nose. So yeah, we'll just do the eyes and the nose, and we're going to try to make it glow just almost like the jack-o'-lantern look, but not entirely. Oh my God, there's so many layers. So many layers. Okay. I'm not going to make the whole skull glow. I'm going to treat it like the jack-o'-lantern. So I'm just going to put like light in the middle so that it looks like it's coming. I don't know how to explain it correctly verbally. I don't know how to, in all of my phrases, just give me 1 second, because I honestly don't know what I'm doing, if I'm gonna be really honest. I don't really know what I'm doing. I am very much winging it and seeing how it turns out. So we are see how with the different shading of the lights or doing the different lights doing the different shades of the same color kind of creates this illusion that it's glowing on the inside. That's kind of what I wanted to go for. My only thing is I've made the dark spot or the dark part too too dark. So I'm actually going to combine the two layers and we are going to proceed to shade the heck out of this. Oop. And the first thing you have to do when you do that is alpha lock because you don't need it moving too far. And then once we blend it out, it should really help. Apparently, the bright layer is struggle busing. I didn't color it all the way in. So there is some white spots that I did not see. Yeah. Yeah, it's giving I glow a little bit. What do you think? Also, drawing this makes me kind of feel, yeah, it's giving a glow. Okay, it's giving something. So I do know to bring it out, we're going to have to bring it a little bit onto this area, but baby steps, because I didn't think that was going to work, and that worked. Ah, man. I shock myself sometimes. That is crazy. Okay. Okay, the skull is giving me jack-o'-lantern-esque feelings. So I want to then take the skull reference. That is our original color, and I'm going to just take it down a little bit because I'm going to apparently this is too close to the skull color. Darker. That way it won't be as harsh. Oh yeah, that is the look that I was going for. Somehow that worked. Okay. Trusting the freaking process. We're going to shade the skull. And what I want to do is bring... So because I want to bring the glow out a little bit past this, I'm actually going to change the outline color in a second. I just need to decide how far out we're doing this and go for it. That makes it look like his nose is literally like exploding out the sides. We're just going to stick to the eyes. Okay. So let's just take it down a notch in terms of the colors. Break time. Ugh. I'm going to stand up before we start back on. I'm going to... Please hold 1 second. I need to answer the phone, and that will be what I do for my break. Okay, I'm back. I did not tell my friends and family that I was streaming today. So I'm going to get a lot of phone calls today. Whew, okay. So we're going to finish shading, and then I'll go through and make the lines do, whatever I need them to do. I could go in and use, like 3 or 4 different colors for the shading. But if I'm going to be really honest with y'all, because of just the sheer magnitude of this project and the time frame for the project, I am trying to stay as... what is the word we're looking for? I'm trying to stay as productive as possible without burning myself out and not having the energy to draw the stuff I need for calendars and journals for our 4th quarter releases. Oh, which also reminds me, since I'm talking about journals, so I do plan on releasing some journals, and I've decided to do fan art for the journals. I think they're going to look really, really good. And that has also prompted me to decide for Inktober this year, we are going to do fan art. One, because that will sell super well for Comic-Con season. And so I would like to have an arsenal of those for sale. And then 2, we can use them as journal covers. And then next year, I can start working on some of the original concept ideas I have, like the Tea Girls. The concept sketch is already done. Well, the concept sketch for Lavender is done, but she's kind of the like preface for all of them. So it'll be Lavender, Jasmine, Cammy, which would be short for chamomile, Peppermint, which we'll just call her Peppy, and I think that's all of the Tea Girls. I can't remember, to be totally honest. And then I think I like doing these drawing live streams. They're keeping me. I'm devoting the 3-4 hours a day that I need to devote. Ooh, there's an ice cream truck. Dang, I want ice cream now. We're going to focus a little bit. I feel like I did this backwards. I think I did. You're not supposed to be shaded underneath. You're supposed to be highlighted up top and shaded on the bottom. Good job, B. Good job. Okay. Trusting the process was a person right now, she would be getting on my nerves. I wonder if y'all, I don't think y'all can hear the ice cream truck, but he's clearly on my street right now. And the urge. Only problem is, like, it's expensive. I'm like, for the price the ice cream truck wants to sell me an ice cream sandwich, I can just go buy a big pack of them from the grocery store. And the best part about ice cream sandwiches for me is that I only want a couple of them. And then I don't want them for a while. And then on a day where I'm not even thinking about it, I look in the freezer and boom, I've got ice cream sandwiches. So, yeah. Okay. So, the skull is looking really good. I am going to have to create some shadow. Oh, you're welcome. If you get an ice cream sandwich, you're welcome. We're going to go with the light one. We're going to go into the skull outline layer. And this entire spot is going to be like that. And then I'm going to blend it. Oh, yeah, that looks really good. Oh, man. I am a genius. And then I'm going to blend out that part of the eye because it's looking a little too serious, but genius is am I. Also, since Tyshawn is here, Tyshawn has me watching this anime, and he and I were having a conversation yesterday about how I can definitely tolerate like teenage angst and stuff. I can tolerate that so much better in anime, but there does come a time where I get annoyed with it and I want no parts. But I can actually say that anime angst and like all the ridiculousness of anime, it is the equivalent of YA romance tropes, probably worse. But again, I can tolerate it mainly because it is mainly because of that. Oh, also there was a request that we do um some nice golds in the skull. And I just need to pull up a picture to make sure that I put the skull or the teeth in the correct spot. Okay. So not the middle teeth, but this one. And this one. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to round out the top of the teeth so that we can go in and do what we need to do for the others, because I just realized that I did not actually create the top of the teeth when I colored in. So do I think it's funny that he's got these? Yes, absolutely. Am I going to keep them this white? Absolutely not. So what are we going to do? We are going to go one layer up. We're going to keep the dark and we're going to go back to that caged. Ooh. I worked through that little break, but we're just gonna go right back into it because I am in the zone. So we started that timer immediately. Which one was it? Was it industrial? Yeah, it was industrial. So we're gonna go in with the industrial, and I just think it makes everything look dirty. And then we're just going to blend it out. I didn't want to do anything else to that. Okay. So the skull is finished, and the thing that we need to do now is we need to go to the stone shadow. Stone shadow, and just realized I'm still using the caged pin, but do I necessarily care? No, not really. Okay. Guys, I think it's starting to look really good. I don't know. I think I kind of ate it. Okay, so the next step is the glass on the lanterns, which I think we're going back to the green. So let's just look at it without the background because this background doesn't matter. Yeah, that looks really good. And I think I'm going back to the deep green as the glass color because I think green is our accent for this one. So the only thing is, I don't really know how to show that the light is because these how do I put this? These candles are glowing, but they're not emitting any light, if that makes sense. Like it's one of the haunted candles. So I don't necessarily need it to shine through this, but I do want to add some type of like smoke situation. So I don't know if it's going to come out the bottom of the skull and go around or come up and, ooh, did not mean to do that. Come up and do that. I don't know. I don't know. I really, really don't. No, and I need to finish this. Oh, we forgot to do the scroll. And now that I'm looking at the scroll, I'm like, maybe I don't like it. Maybe it's not giving what it needs to give. Maybe, and well, no, because I put this middle piece, I put it lower because it's supposed to be lower to the ground. So it can't have a little dangly chain thing because it would hit the ground. Ugh, come on, Brittany. You are almost freaking done with this one. I don't know. You know what? When in doubt, let's go to Pinterest. So I got the cracked ideas from looking up cracked pillars. So haunted, maybe haunted pillar? I don't know. To be honest, I'm really winging it here. Nothing is giving me like a haunted glow. Maybe that's what I need to look up. Haunted glow. This ain't giving me what I need. I don't know. I definitely need to put spider webs in this, but I'm gonna wait until the end to add little highlights like that in here. I just don't know what to do. Floating haunted lanterns? Is it necessarily haunted or did I just like, I don't know. I don't freaking know. I cannot believe that I'm stuck at the very, like, I've done so much today on this drawing and I am stuck on how to make the background glow. Hmm. I don't know what to search. Crap. If anybody has any ideas, feel free to put them in the chat because I am drawing a massive blank on how to finish this photo. I'm running out of time, Jesus. Okay. Let me go back to the reference pictures. I know that every picture that I draw is going to have haunted smoke at the bottom. That's not the finishing part that I'm trying to accomplish. It's just I feel like the lanterns just floating, like they're not giving me enough realness. Well, they don't necessarily need to be real either. It's just they look too perfect. So maybe if I hold on. I gotta figure out which one's which. I don't really know. Let's see. So you and you and you. I think that's all of them. Yeah. So I had to highlight all the layers that has something to do with this. So I'm going to take this one and we're going to lift it slightly higher. Oh no! I did not grab all the layers. Okay. I am missing. Oh, that layer. Okay. So we're going to move you slightly up into the side or maybe on the inside. And we're going to move you just to the left. Maybe the fact that they're not even will make me feel better. I know to some people that might drive them absolutely insane, but to me, I am trying to figure this out. I need a drawing layer. I am satisfied with the skull, so I'm actually going to combine the entire skull layer and we will rename you Skull. Super creative, I know. That layer is the banner layer. Cracks. Oop. Gonna rename this one town name. Okay. When you can't figure out what to do, the next thing to do is to play with some of these wonderful pins and stuff that we have. So we are going to, I'm just going to make another layer on top of that because I just want to see how spooky can we get here. Okay, so that's Twisted Tree. So then I want to add a little glow. Oh, that's right. To add in any type of like real glow, you have to do a darker color. And I feel like the darker color really just messed it up, in my opinion. Good thing we're doing a test because it's looking ugly and I don't know how to fix it. Is that a smoke one? What does the smoke look like? Whose smoke looks like this? Like, no. That is a different kind of smoke. Like, that's giving purple haze. That's not giving spooky defiance. Actually, it kind of is, like, now that I'm looking at it, except for this. Like, it's not in an essence where it needs to be, like, in one spot. It's not giving. It's almost like you stepped into a spooky town. That's the visual I'm trying to give. But it's just not giving. You know what? Let me straighten back up the lanterns. Dun, 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 dun. Oh man. I did all that and now I gotta go through and rename all the layers again. Yup. I didn't think about that. Oh well. We'll just do that for now. I just don't know what to do. Let's make the spook extra dark. And oop, that is too perfect. Or actually, no, because I think if I did that and then I put it underneath a whole bunch of things, would it look as bad is the question of the day. And right now, let me just take this background off because the white is not helping. Actually, without the white background, this is actually not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe it was the white background that was really not giving me what I needed. Goodness gracious. Something about the floating. It's just not even on the... Oh, I yawned. My bad. I can't help it. So the bottom looks fine with that. So let me just do another layer. Can I not do any more layers? Oops, did a whole bunch right here. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then I just can't have it too perfect. Like, okay. So that looks fine. And then possession is what we're going for. I've actually never used this smoke thing, and it's not bad. Let's see. I don't think that looks bad at all. That looks really good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a black background behind it because that's kind of where I need it to be. Yeah, I think that could work. I'll put a little clouds and stuff behind it, but I think this could work. Cuz the green glowing skull with the green smoke, I think that goes. I don't know. I need input, but I need to Well, it's only 6 people on here, so I'm fairly certain that this is not going to be a spoiler. So I do need to actually work on the layer with the words on it. So we're going to work on that. Which layer was this? So this is the name layer. And I don't know. It might actually look good with just the black, but now I am curious, Curiousa and Curiousa. Hmm. Now I might be using the smoke thing overboard. Yeah, I don't like it. I'd use too much of it. I like it. I like that. Ooh. Oh, wait a minute. So before I even do that, let's see. Nope. Like, I guess I got to treat it like actual smoke. Like, you expect the vapors to kind of go all over the place. You don't expect any kind of uniformity. That's probably the problem. We're going to go back to the name layer. We're going to get off of this so I can stop making everything smoke. And that looks good, guys. Guys, I think we finished one. I'm going to send this to myself so I can send it to who needs to see it. And we're going to get an approval, hopefully. Oh, on my phone, it looks sick. Yeah, on my phone, it looks great. Okay, hold on. Let me just. Um, okay. While we wait for that response, let's go back and work on Old Girl while we wait. Ugh. I have been streaming for an hour and 48 minutes. We're probably going to go for 3 hours today. I have some issues with this particular drawing. So it's like the more I do, the more I like, but then the more I don't like. So I've obviously been working on this, hence why we've got like the whole potions thing. I want to make her nails glow, but I don't necessarily want to make her nails. I don't want to make her nails glow green. And I also realized we used green in that last one as like the glowing. So maybe we need a different color for this one. And I'm thinking purple might be the ooze color. We might do some Ivan oozing. So let me just alpha lock. And we're going to just pick a purple. It honestly doesn't matter because I can make it change. And ooh, snap, sorry. I just realized that I was not drawing with y'all in mind. Ooh, I think we got an approval. Ooh, we got an approval, guys. We got an approval. I am very happy that we got one. I'm so sorry that I keep doing this. Sometimes you got to gas yourself up because right now I'm feeling very happy. We are at 52% battery too. So, man. Okay. So, first, we need to go back to. So I'm going to clear this layer and we need to go back to the slime layer. I need to redo the entire go through her hand type situation. So we're just gonna go back. We're gonna go back a couple layers. Okay, so we said we're gonna do purple. And I don't think I think I would do the glow as an overlay, I think, for this one. Hold on. I also want to keep these greens. I feel like these greens are giving. I just want to keep some of the consistent elements the same. So we're just going to make a layer where I can, because if we can add a little bit of that to every look, it'll give it a look of continuity that I like. Yeah. And we'll just keep adding to this to make sure that I use the same shades all the way through. Like, I think that's what we're going to do. But yay. You like the black more for which one, Tati? I just happen to look up and see. Because if you're talking about this one, I absolutely love it black. I think black, well, the project that I'm working on, this is just one piece of it. So technically it's going to go on top of something else. But I do know that based on the colors that I'm choosing, that it needs to be a very dark, richer background. So it's definitely going to be a thing I have to take into consideration when I'm doing it. Yeah. So we're doing potions. And it's like I was confident in my potion making abilities until this particular drawing. She's causing me stress. So what do we do when we're stressed? We go to our handy dandy Pinterest. Potions. Oh, I love that when you click on the first thing that shows us Polyjuice potion. Okay, so I got this bottle. This bottle right here is from this. So I want to emulate that. I want to apologize, but you said stop apologizing. So, okay. So, I don't like anything. I started working on this when I was in the office the other day, and I don't like any of it. And so, the best option to do when I look back on it and I hate it is to basically start over. So I realized that I don't actually like this particular potion bottle. I don't like it at all. So we're actually going to erase the entire thing and we are going to just redraw it entirely. I think that's the best bet because I think that's the one that's throwing it off for me. And luckily I drew all the potions in their own separate layer because I'm smart. So we're just going to delete this one entirely and I will redraw and put her back. But for now, or yeah, hold on. Because I don't necessarily like this one either, but ooh, we might have to hold on one second. So with this one, we're going to have to do some resketching for some parts of it because I have come back to this picture a bunch of times and I just don't like it. I feel like it's not even that it's not perfect. I just feel like it could be better. So I'm going to keep the name and we're going to actually straighten you out and distort you a little bit. And lift it up, distort some more. Okay. And then for this, I'm just going to title this layer the name layer. And I will worry about the name. I will worry about the name when I am finished. Whew. Gotta keep going despite me being tired. Okay. So first things first, I'm the realist. We're going to put that one back there and let's just draw some more protein. Another 10-minute break. So you are working. I suggest you stand up. I suggest you stretch a little bit. Oh, goodness. Everything I work on turns into perfection because I am that bitch. Okay. I will draw in the other bottles after I do this picture because I want it to look very similar to this picture. I think we can keep the sparkly still from the same layer. I actually really like the skull, the spinal looking candle. I actually really like that in the background. That might actually end up in the picture. Maybe we need to look up invertebrate. Maybe it's too many potion bottles and like not enough weird stuff. Oh my gosh. This could work. Okay, wait. Focus. We are doing, it's like a reddish pink color, but it's definitely richer. So it's definitely on this kind of thing. Ooh, I saw this tutorial on Instagram. I saw this tutorial on Instagram for how to make things look more liquidy. If that's a word, make things look more liquidy. Okay. Let me find it. We are about to try this. We're about to try this. We're gonna try this. We're definitely gonna try this. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but I saw the tutorial and I decided I needed to save it. So I do remember saving it this time. So we are going to go to art, duh. Is this the distort one? Ugh, I don't think this is it, Grandpa. Okay. This is what happens when you go live with me. We got to figure out how to do things. So I fix my sharp edges, how I make things glow. I will use that in a second. It was like a gradient, like water thing. I really want to try it though. So let's go to the If you've ever wondered, I get my Procreate tips directly from the Procreate Instagram sometimes. There it is. So we're going to do, like, they're creating this in Procreate. It's really trippy looking on the screen. I want to try this. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try. So let's see. The first step is liquefy the edge. Okay, wait. So I'm just going to do this on a separate layer. And we are going to create the color gradient that I want. I don't know if this works, y'all. I'm going to just do the whole thing this color. Yeah, who cares if it's not perfect? We're going to make it perfect later. Okay, and then we had some brighter misgivings in here. And again, I don't care if it's not perfect. I just want to see the distort thing work. Okay, and then how do I liquefy? Ooh, okay. Liquefy. And what did it say to do? Hold on. Liquefy the edges? Oh, liquefy and then edge. Okay, wait. Liquefy and then... Okay. I got the liquefy part, but I don't have the edge part. Not push, edge. Okay. Ah! Oh, it's very sensitive. Okay, so wait. Go back. And we want to go to liquefy, edge, and we want to make it smaller. And I want it a little... Oh, I can't make it distorted. Maybe I need to do it the other way. This is a lot harder than we thought. So what if instead of edge, since I feel like... What does the push do? Ooh. Oh, that's dope. Yeah. I still like the liquefy because I think it's going to give me... It's going to give me the look that I want when I'm done with this. This is definitely about to be another trust the process moment because I know if you are just clicking on right now, you have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, I have the Moon Girl Devil Dino, but I think I have it on Apple Music. I don't think I have it on Spotify. Okay. So I like this and I want to add some like sparkle spots. Sparkle spots are not a word, but we're going to go with it because now that I can do the little distort thingy, man, I feel like it's going to be all right. It's not going to look exactly like the picture, obviously, but that's the inspiration for this particular potion bottle. And I'm learning a new Procreate skill right now, so. Now you have Moon Girl in my head. Moon Girl magic. Thought you knew, baby. This is gonna, no. I think I might actually like it unblended. Okay, so we're gonna go back to this. Liquefy. Wait, what is the chrome? Oh, that's clone. No, I want a liquefy situation and I want to keep it push. What does momentum do? I don't know why my hand is up. Dreamer, you're like the worst timing ever. I am in the middle of creating a masterpiece. Please hold. This is neat. Okay. I'm actually going to leave that. So, again, trust the process. I know it looks crazy. It looks crazy because I haven't done the outline of the bottle or anything. So, I'm going to take it back to its regular spot and I am going to continue. Oh my gosh. Hold on 1 second. My siblings are calling me. So 1 second. Yo, don't have siblings. I told my sister I was streaming and she said, don't nobody care if you streaming. Okay. We're going to use a plain tech pen. Is that the one I want to use? Yeah, for this one, I want to use just a regular pen, nothing major. Mm-hmm, 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 What color should we make the bottle? Oh, and this part is also the bottle. I do kind of like the red. Like I'm feeling the red right now. I think I'm just gonna stick to my gut and make the bottle red. And do I have any reference layers in this? I don't. Okay, so I think we're gonna just add to the red. We're not gonna do too much. I think right now this is probably a good idea. We can change it if it ends up not looking good. But again, we're just going to take the opacity down so that it looks like an actual bottle. And we're going to take the opacity down here, but not too much because I don't want you to be able to see too much going on the outside. Okay. I actually want the label to be a different color than the bottle. So we're going to actually cut that out. Paste the, oh, hello. Oh, I just did the wrong layer. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why we work in layers because that was not supposed to happen. There we go. We're working on the line layer and then we're going to cut it out. There we go. And I'm going to use the same layer to do like the other parts that are whatever color. And we will change the color of those to match the vibe. I think I want to do like a tan. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. So we'll do like a tan color. And be prepared. Boom, 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 boom. The only reason I'm coloring in or making sure all my lines are closed is just because of the fact that when you want to color it in, you're going to have to color it in. Maybe I want to do like an actual tan, like a browner tan. Maybe that might work. I think that's probably what could work. Because I think the problem will be that it's too much tan. You know what? I'm saying all of this to y'all, and we're gonna trust the freaking process. Yeah, we're gonna go for it. I think this is gonna be a good idea. And hello. Okay. I now need to do the top layer, which is supposed to be like the ooze or whatever. We're just gonna mute that a little bit. It's gonna do. I work in multiple layers because, again, working in multiple layers just means you have less chance of messing up something that you really like. So that is probably going to be my tip for all of eternity is work in different layers. Dried up gunk on bottles, which in my mind, this is kind of like a dried up wax type thing. So I don't expect it to be perfectly shaped or anything. I just expect it to be, good. Okay. So, as I said before, trust the process because right now I am having doubts. I am having super doubts that this is going to come out okay. Oh, yeah, we can keep this darker. Okay, so first thing is we're going to put back on this layer and we are going to I feel like this is gonna be all right. I don't know, y'all. I'm telling y'all to trust the process, and here I am, not believing a thing that is happening. But we're gonna keep that there, and we are going to Am I deleting the wrong layer? Wait. Oh. I just realized what the problem was. I have the opacity set at a weird thing, and also I should have just made it an overlay. I now realize what I did. So we're going to go back and we're just going to do multiply until I decide how I want to do it. Because I forgot I watched that tutorial like the other day and I should be eating that up basically. The joy that I'm about to experience as I get to go lay down and watch TV is going to be very nice. I want the dry crusties here, and let's see, reference here and what? Okay. Apparently something's not closed. Oh my gosh, come on, stop embarrassing me. Also could really go for a double cheeseburger right now. Also, who would like to take a guess for the first picture that we just finished? Who wants to take a guess and guess how many hours it took me to do that one? Because what is it called? Because the iPad keeps, there we go, because Procreate keeps track of how many hours you spend on drawings, and it also takes into account like how many brush strokes and stuff you did. So yeah, how many hours do you think it took me to do the last one? And then the next question is, how many hours do you think I am at with this one? Considering that I sketched all of the designs on Procreate this time instead of my sketchbook. Normally I sketch in my sketchbook and then I take a picture of it and I put it on my iPad. To me, it just works faster that way. I prefer the pencil to the iPad still, but you know. Oh, I forgot this little area. I forgot. Okay, so this line, instead of the M, I want it to be, where's the overlay one? Overlay is not bright enough for what I wanted to do. It's giving, but maybe we need, no. I don't like the bottle like that though. Why did you choke up a lung? What's happening? What happened to the lung? Or why are you choking up a lung, ma'am? I need more information. Oh, maybe I can do the overlay here. Oh, that is intense. That's not going to work. Yeah, that's not going to work. Normal it is. Keep going, Brittany. And I'm struggling with potions for some reason. Potions are normally my jam. But the thing I've been doing really good lately is structures. So maybe what might need to happen is I work on the potions. I work on this particular one, like out not on live stream, and work on the structure ones because I'm eating the structure ones up. So we might take a break because this is still not giving me visually what I wanted. The bottle, or as far as the contents of the bottle, yes, this is perfect. This is what I wanted. I wanted to make it look like there was movement in the bottle. So I think this is good. I just don't know how I feel about the rest of it. And I'm going to wait. So let me just, we're going to go to another one. I guess we'll do this one. So this one is going to take forever and a day. However, as I'm only going to the 3-hour mark today, we'll see how much of this I get done line structure wise and make it do what it do, really. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Let's see. I am going to, I don't even know where to start, if I'm gonna be honest. I can't even tell y'all. Oh wait, no, I didn't reveal the answer to the other question. So for this particular one, this one took canvas information. This one took, where are you, stats? 6 hours and 11 minutes. That is how long this particular drawing took. And 2 of those hours were with y'all. So it took me way longer to sketch than it did to actually do anything. Five on the first one, close. The first one was 6. And then the second one, the one that's really beating my behind, this one so far, we've been working on it for 3 hours and 52 minutes. So almost 4 hours on that one. And then this one took so far, this one has taken me 2 hours. So it took me 2 hours to sketch this one. Wish I was faster. Wish I was faster. Oh, sorry. I got distracted because Tati is playing Palia, and I'm not allowed to play Palia while I have things due. And it really sucks. Really freaking sucks. I just realized now that when I drew this, like these little pier or like things, I don't know, spires? Are they called spires? I don't know, but they look a little ranky dank. So we're going to just draw in black, and I'm going to try to keep like all the windows are going to be on one layer. I don't really care how this looks. I feel like the more crooked it looks, the better. I will show y'all the reference photo that I found for this one. I think I saved it. I just looked up Pinterest. And there was some AI. There's a lot of AI art on Pinterest and stuff nowadays. Me personally, as an artist that takes 2 freaking hours to sketch, the ease of which we use AI worries me. I don't want to become obsolete because AI can do it faster and cheaper and easier. Because, yeah, it takes me a while, but I feel like the end product is really dope. So I don't know. That's just my thoughts. I just realized these don't need to be connected, and I don't know why I connected them, but maybe I'll have them match the trim of the house. I should have looked up spooky houses on Sims. That's what I should have did, but then I would have been playing Sims and not drawing. So my iPad is also getting really hot. So this iPad is super old. And so y'all know with the new Apple update, my iPad has been really acting up. I bought this iPad in like 2017 before I started my business. So this iPad has been with me through everything business-wise. I'm not ready to let it go, but I know that it's going to become obsolete as far as like being able to upgrade and stuff like that. I don't like it. Didn't like it one bit, but what can you do? Not all of my lines are straight, but I cannot tell y'all how many times I sketched this and just got tired of doing this. I would draw it once, look at it, realize that it's crooked, then do another layer where I draw it on top, trying to straighten out like the lines and stuff. Oh, y'all can't even see what I'm doing. I am so sorry. That's better, right? Yeah. So I redrew this particular one multiple times because I could not get the lines. The lines don't need to be straight because they're at an angle, but they need to be straight enough. And when I tell you that that was difficult for some reason, I might need the reference photo merely for the fact that I'm like, how did I draw this? Oh, there we go. See? And while Procreate straightens your lines for you, if you didn't necessarily want them straight, it looks a little wonky. This will be my first and last haunted house I ever draw. Because when I tell you, confusion. I'm going to see how much I get done of this one. I was going to sketch on camera, but sketching on camera it's worse than coloring everything that I've already drawn on camera. Because I second guess myself a lot while I'm sketching, and there's a lot of doubt, and I'm not the kindest to myself when I'm drawing. And I don't need nobody in the chat being like, you're so mean to yourself. I also usually sketch like in bed or something. So for now, we're only going to work on projects that need finishing on camera. And this isn't straight, but it'll do. Oh my gosh, how did I make that crooked? It's peeking out the side of the house. It's got to be kind of straight. Dang. You know what? I'm going to leave the crooked. I think the crooked might add some flavor. Oh my gosh, you made another Palia account so we can play together? You're such a great friend. I can't wait because once I start playing Palia, that means that like I actually have accomplished all the art that I need to draw for products. And so that also means that I would be able to knock off some very important things on my to-do list because we have journals coming out. We have digital things coming out. We're obviously going to have a Black Friday sale, but you know, if you don't buy my stuff when it's full price, don't be asking me about Black Friday sales. I've also been sketching out loose ideas for another Eat a Bag special. So the first bag that we did was a smaller, more compact bag, and we love that bag. But I'm actually looking into either a backpack or a messenger bag style that is at least big enough to hold a planner, a Kindle, a book, and a Switch. So at some point, I'm going to start designing that, and I can go live while I do it. I just don't have time to edit videos right now. So going live helps. I mean, I'm going to be recording videos because I do like the little podcast on here of things that I'm learning about my business. So that part will be done on here, but I don't think about pulling out the camera when I'm working. I definitely don't think about pulling out the camera most of the time because I don't even like wearing pants. That's just honest. So usually when I'm creating, I am super comfortable. And I cannot pretend that I am super comfortable in pants. This is going to be another trust the process because I was really messy after a certain point. Like I just said, screw it. Maybe we'll also go through and I'll do all the outlines off camera so that you guys can actually watch the fun part of like bringing it to life. Bring me to life. Wake me up inside. I don't know. I just realized that the windows are not supposed to be on this layer. I broke my own rule and I don't feel like cutting and pasting. I'm just going to delete all the windows. We're just doing trimming. Ooh. Man, I'm not gonna lie, my fingers hurt, but usually around this time of year, my fingers start to hurt really bad and the carpal tunnel really starts to set in. So I'm just telling myself, you're almost there. Keep pushing. But this will be the last little sprint. I know technically this is a rest, but I'm going to do these last 20 minutes and that will be it for today. But I am very, very happy one of them is finished. That's the fence. Do I want to do the poles? No, I think I want the poles to be a different color. Why are you so crooked? I know that I'm getting tired of drawing. I know. I know you're tired. Okay. Oh, I want to put little fleur de lis right here. So the one that I drew for the crystal ball. So the one that I did for this one, I want to put it on, like, I want this. So I made this. Like, I took, this is the inspiration picture for the structure. So I took that and I want to take this and I want to put it on the stairs. So, because again, there is a reason I'm doing all of that. You'll see when this person presents it or whatever. But you see how at the bottom of the stairs, they just look really plain, regular. I want to, I mean, I might as well do it right now since I'm talking to you. So I want to take it and we're going to bring it down. And I want it to be right there. And I want it to like be the pot of the banister and things. I don't know how I feel about it. I think it'll look good, but I'm going to leave that off for a second because we're still not done outlining. Oh gosh, tired is not the word. You know what? Everything except the windows are going to be the same color as far as the outline. Because the main house is going to be like a dark gray black anyway, because it's supposed to give spooky, so it doesn't need a bunch of bright colors. So I don't know why I'm doing all of this. Let's just start coloring in. Gonna need me before I need you. I realize now that I'm going to be deleting some of these lines, but okay. This line is crooked. I'm going to leave all the crooked lines because it's okay. The imperfectness of the house will add to some spooky factors. Kara's not on. I want to go to the revolving sushi bar tomorrow. I might have to text her. We might have to do, because tomorrow is a much needed day off. And I want to go fall shopping. And I want to go look at the summer sale for like patio furniture and stuff. So we're going to do that. Okay, line. Don't know why I left off the lines to connect those. Hmm. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, also, I've been waiting for when Black Pros has time, because we've been busy. Um, I was gonna tell y'all about my personal stylist experience at some point. Maybe I'll do that the next stream. Because as much as I want to play Sims, tomorrow might be another stream because I did not get done what I wanted to get done today. So plus I feel like it's not, these aren't due yet. It's just that I want them done and out of my brain. Because right now they are wreaking havoc in my brain space. Oh, that was a tip, not a round piece. Let it stay crooked. If you look back on it tomorrow and we still don't like the crooked, we can fix it. Just outline for now. Sorry. I just realized that I will stop talking. I got in the zone. I'm not even really taking the day off. I just have house responsibilities that I need to take care of. Like for example, we are technically still in hurricane season. And I was looking through like my batteries and stuff, like checking my lantern. And like my D batteries, I don't have enough D batteries anymore. I don't have any more of those unscented little candles that you can put like in water. I keep a bunch of those because I can put them in, little spots around like my tent. I also had a tent I had a tent that I used for the freeze to kind of like keep all of the hot air in place. And then I also have what is it called? Basically, I just need to go replenish. My fire extinguishers haven't, God, that's how you know I work in safety. My fire extinguishers need to be inspected, all that jazz. We not leaving nothing to chance. Oh, nope. Started too low. I was wondering if I should put like symbols or something on the banisters. Um, and because I don't know any actual languages or anything to do that, I was thinking of putting Atlantean, like on parts of the house, um, which is technically from like Dreamlight Valley. But I was thinking of using Atlantean because one, made up language, don't have to worry about offending anybody or anything. And then two, I just like the way the language looks drawn. So, we could find the alphabet and make like an Atlantean beware or something and have it, like strewn across the side of the house like graffiti. I think that would be really, really cute. Despite the obsessive need for spooky, I think it would look good. But also, I just realized that I might need to use a different language based on the project. I'll have to run that by clients and see how they feel. Okay. She looks really crooked. I'm going to add in a second line and we're going to extend out this line. And then we're going to get rid of all of this. And we're going to straighten out this line. Oops. So we're going to go up and slightly over. And then up, slightly down. And I'm going to take, I don't know what I was doing there, but that is not really making sense. I'll have to come back and look at that. I don't remember what I was drawing. Slowing down. Yeah, I think that needs to be fully extended to the window, I think. Until I look up how to draw broken wood, I think that's probably for the best. Because I want to draw some broken wood. I just don't know how to do it yet. So the same way that I studied stone, we will study some broken, tattered wood. And I know this is supposed to be broken off, which is why I want to do the windows separately. Okay, so this is the storm drain. And we're going to do the lines for the gutter thing that goes on the side of your house. I don't know if that's what it looked like back in the day, but we're going to pretend. Use your imagination. Okay, so the top of the house is almost done. Top of the house is minus the windows. Top of the house is done. Oh, wait, no. We haven't done the side paneling here. And this is where I know there's supposed to be like a crack or something. I did want to draw the crack. And then this is supposed to be like a little indent wall because this part of the house sticks out further than this part of the house. That sticks out further than this part of the house. I'm glad this was in your recommended. That's cool. Welcome. I'm just drawing, working on commission stuff. This time of the year, it's a lot of spooky requests, so we're working on the haunted house as I'm straightening up my lines for the team time. Well, actually, we've got a minute left, so I'm actually going to stop because my hands are cramping really bad, and we've been doing this for 3 hours. Ugh. On a brighter note, at least we finished one of the 6. So we have, wait, do we have 6? No, we have 7 drawings. And then we have to put them all together. So at least we finished this one. I'm very happy we finished this one. I am happy for y'all stopping by. We're going to keep going and hopefully the whole project comes together at the end. So hope y'all enjoy the rest of your night. I'm going to go relax and probably play my Switch. Bye.